Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is time to talk about the interim results for Choose Your Legends Round 8. Now, look, I'm going to keep it a buck. I was ready to call it a night. I was done. I just streamed for like 4 hours, right? They said, no. You get results. You get this. Which if you haven't yet, voting is now open for day 3, I believe. So I think this is like after day 2, I think they compiled these. So these are like the first 2 days of votes, I'm pretty sure. I will be revealing my ballot next like Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, when voting has ended. And I'm going to give members a chance to guess what my ballot was, and the number of correct guesses will I'll gift memberships to my live chat. So that is what I'm doing. So I will not be sharing what I am voting on, but I will be giving a little bit of commentary on what we got popping here. The ladies. Always the most contentious. Okay. Ooh, that is large. All right. These are, of course, in alphabetical order. Okay. So it does not mean that Alir and Azura are top 2. They technically could be, but it's just alphabetical order right now. And also, there's been 2 days of voting. The other thing to indicate here, and this is key, if you care about anybody in these top 20s, men's side included, okay, nobody who wasn't in the interim top 20 has ever really cracked into the top 10, let alone won in the final results, okay? So what I would encourage you to do, unless you're doing some sort of one-off campaign where you're just trying to get a hero who is lesser known, we'll say, and you want some kind of not necessarily brave representation of them in the game, and you just want to keep voting for them. If anybody you want to win is in the top 20, I would start voting for them. That is just my advice to you, as someone who has seen a Choose Your Legends or 2 in his time. Alright, so these are all alphabetical. Some of these not too terribly surprising. Bernie, Dorothea, Azura, Valencia. I think they were all within the top 10 of the ladies' side before. Actually, let's find out. Let's find out. Why not? So there's Bernie, there's Azura, Hilda, Sharena, Valencia, Tharja, right? So, you know, we're gonna see them show up again, no doubt. There is no Anna, but I think Anna was a latecomer to the top 20, top 10 last time. I think she was fringe on interims last year. So, you know, not too surprising to see some of the previous year's top 10 be in the top 20 here. There are a handful of new engaged candidates. So Alir, Goldmary, Ivy, Lapis, Panay. Shez is here. Not engaged, but a newcomer, perhaps. Tsubasa and Sita, I feel like they are placed in the top 20 the same as they were last year. Valen Yunaka, right? So overall, I'm not really that surprised by what we're seeing here. I think probably the Tempest Trials from Book 4 that we went through last year. We'll be starting Book 5, Tempest Trials, this year. I think maybe people have an appreciation for Freya now. I don't know. Shirana's always been one of the more highly voted FEH characters. People love Tokyo Mirage Session, trying to get them included. I think a Tokyo Mirage Session option, and I'm sure that Itsuki is here, and probably there's Toma. I think it would be funny to force that is to acknowledge them again, because the thing about Tokyo Mirage Sessions, we got a single banner and like that was it. And they just don't really talk about it anymore. So that, I mean, much like the Asker trio, right? Getting them some kind of promoted version, which is relatively close to what a Brave Alt is. This is one way to force them to acknowledge that. If you are in that camp, this is one of the only surefire ways to do that. But overall, in terms of women, especially from Engage, because that's the hot topic on everybody's mind, right? I'm not surprised by who I'm seeing. No Chloe, which is sad, because I like Chloe. Also a Celestia fan. But I am not in the mainstream Yunaka fandom or Ivy fandom. I like them, but you know, they're not. They would not be in my S tier necessarily of personal favorite Engaged ladies. Over here on the men's side, all right, the Faye Bros. Again, alphabetical order. And by the way, I don't think I've explicitly said this yet. I'm not endorsing anybody. Any commentary I give is strictly for thought purpose. Okay, so this is not me giving any kind of explicit endorsement to any one character over another. All right, be clear about that. Again, we've had some miscommunicados in the past. All right, let's just. All right. So Byleth is here. Not surprising. Do we have a Felix? Has Felix been here? There's Felix. Alphonse, I think he was in there. Black Knight. I feel like Black Knight was somewhere. Yeah, there's Black Knight. Sure. We still have Sylvain. Balcony. So yeah, overall, in terms of the men's side, the top 10, and some of these feel very familiar to the top 20 also. Not surprising. Like, genuinely. This all feels very similar. Now, I will say, in terms of the men's side for Engage, because again, they're new to voting this year. Alcris, Alfred, Alir, Diamant, Rosado. I'm not surprised to see them here either. I thought maybe Fagado might sneak into top 20. I thought Fagado was a very popular character. I personally really liked Fagado in the Engage story. But I don't see him unless... Nope. Not here. So that's a little surprising to me, I guess. Other than that, the rest of the male Engage cast, yeah, I see it. I recognize the popularity. I'm here for it. Shez, both male and female. Something to note. Something that was different compared to last year. The Golvig of it all. Right? We don't have any new OCs from Faye on the men or women's side. Which honestly is a little surprising. I thought the deer guy might make an early appearance on the men's side. Because, you know, he's pretty hunky looking guy, so I thought people might be into that. No Snake Lady. So, that's a little surprising. Overall, it feels like last year's follow-up results plus Engage. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like leftovers from last year's top 20 with like a little bit of Engage thrown in there. So, I almost feel like this year is going to be relatively predictable. Like, genuinely. Which, speaking of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to poll my viewers after voting has closed. We'll have a little form to fill out on Google, and then you can upload a screenshot of your ballot so we can verify the votes. And then we're going to predict who won Choose Your Legends 8. Which, we got very close last year. 3 out of 4, in fact. You guys predicted a Robin first place, Soren second place, and Golvig first place, with a third place going to a second place going to Bernadetta and a third place going to Corin by 3 votes. So nearly interchangeable, really. And this was also a very close thing as well. So darn near a 4 out of 4 prediction based on your guys' voting habits. So I'm going to do the same thing this year once voting closes. So look for that next week. I'll be talking about it in videos and stuff and making sure you guys have the links. Yeah, this is what we got. This is what we got now. Fairly predictable. Fairly unsurprising. But interesting nonetheless. We'll see. We'll see how previous year solidarity stacks up against, you know, Engage, which is the new title into the series. It is interesting the lack of Engage representation that we've had in Heroes, and I'm curious to see if that drives any kind of, you know, because 3 houses did have a sweep for almost 2 years straight. But I feel like that was largely, in fact, due to just people really liking 3 houses and it bringing a lot of new players to the Fire Emblem franchise as a whole. I don't know if the same is going to be said of Engage, because at its core, it really is more of an anniversary title that just didn't release on the 30th anniversary because of COVID years, right? So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully I haven't upset anyone with the commentary I've given. But yeah, I mean, this looks fairly standard, so I'm interested to see what happens. I hope you are as well. So be sure to come on back as I continue my Choose Your Legends 8 coverage, 2024 edition. We'll see what happens, man. I'm gonna go to bed now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.